to expect for this week crypto market outlook. As you know that today is the US government shutdown. Should you be worried or should you be concerned over this market condition? Okay, so later on we're going to discuss regarding about the US government shutdown. But nonetheless, we are already in the month of October, or many are always mentioning about October. October or probably Q4 is one of the best performing month, okay, or the best performing quarter, usually for crypto towards end of the year. So this is the final quarter, Q4, okay, and then most likely cryptos tend to move up after the dump on September. So is the market going to be playing out according to plan compared to the historical data? Okay, so yeah, I think nonetheless, we're going to see here a lot of the movement are coming in. Slowly, most of the coins are finding its bottom. Okay, so we can see like BTC is already up like 115K. Ethereum is at 4.3. Okay, yeah, so if you are looking at the liquidation, okay, so I think a lot of traders are getting liquidated as well. Okay, we are looking here 418 billion in the last 24 hours. Okay, with long liquidations accounting for more than half. So a lot of people are taking huge leverage. Okay, open interest as well, if you look at it, fell about 2.48%. Okay, then over for 55% of top Binance traders with open BTC positions were long. Okay, and that also will include on the liquidations. Okay, so I think a lot of people are actually taking extra risk there. So once they get wiped out, open interest also will go down. That's the whole idea here. Okay, and then right now we have already shift from fear all the way to neutral on the fear and greed index. Very, very fast if you look at it. So we don't have a chance to also go to an extreme fear level. So yeah, the max we went down is fear at the moment. Okay, all right, and then of course we look at the S&P 500, Dow Jones, Nasdaq. Okay, so most of the index are already at the all-time high. Okay, and then if you look here, there could be a sell-off also that could be happening due to the government shutdown, which has already happened. I think earlier this morning, 4 in the morning in US, they have already shut down. So not sure how long the shutdown will take place or the duration. But usually the shutdown, once it happens, Bitcoin or the crypto market tends to rally after that. So yeah, let's see. Let's hope and see whether can it able to rally again. So again, here we are looking at what 112K. A retest would be great for Bitcoin. Okay. All right. So 112K will be a good support and test zone. So that is the area that we want to look at as well. The critical support zone at 112K. So if that level were to be thin, then there could be a high chance again for a break towards the upside. Then moving on to Ethereum, you can see Ethereum needs to close a strong weekly candle above 4,000 for upward continuation. Okay, and then 4K level has been important level for Ethereum, similar to the 12K level for BTC in 2020. All right, so yeah, I think overall we can see this setup here. Okay, short term. Okay, so short term overall, we can see the setup is actually trending towards the upside. Okay, so yeah, I think this is the setup here that we are looking at. Okay, so then moving on next, we can see here FTX. So FTX also, we can see that the company is now starting to pay up. Okay, it's now starting to pay up here. Okay, to its investors. Okay, so I think this is just getting started here. So the warm up. Okay, so we have seen all those people who have lost money in FTX during the last cycle. Okay, so they have already confirmed about 1.6 billion payout with up to 120% small claim recovery. So those small investors are also getting paid. Okay, so they have already paid up about 1.6 B to creditors as part of this bankruptcy plan, which was an important move in the exchange recovery since November 2022. Okay, all right, so they have already distributed today. FTX estate will begin making creditor distributions of approximately about 1.6 B. Okay, so it will be in the form of what here? Cash stable coins. So imagine if you invest in, if you put in Bitcoin during that time, you're only getting back in stable coins, USDT or cash. So that means you're losing out, right? Okay. So you can see here, large creditors secure about 83.9% recovery. Payout rare overcompensation here. Okay, with claims less than 50,000 are getting back 120.5% of their initial claims. Okay, so which means that I think they have also made profit from that. Okay, yeah, so I think this is overall, this is bullish. Okay, you can see that those investors are getting paid back for whatever that they invested. So I think this will be a progressive payment. It won't be a one lump sum thing. Okay. All right. So yeah, moving on next. You're gonna see here. Okay, so coming in from Ripple. So I think Ripple also they have some white. Okay, I think they are going to have their ETF also to get approved. I think probably by end of this year. Because I think Q4 is one of the bullish month for crypto, and then of course looking at Solana later on as well. Okay, so yeah, overall, if you look at the technical side as well, it's looking quite bullish. Okay, so where is Ripple now? 2.8, 2.9. Okay, so XRP is consolidating in a descending wedge. A bullish pattern often precedes big breakouts. Okay, so yeah, if you look at the weekly and to monthly as well, there's a high chance of a bullish flag pattern there that most likely to break towards the upside for Ripple. Again, furthermore, where they have already won the legal case against the SEC, so most likely everything is quite bullish and most likely to continue its trend towards the upside for a new all-time high again. Okay, yep, so that's the current situation right now with Ripple. Okay, all right, so yeah, and then next you're going to see it come in from Solana. So Solana ETF approval rumored to arrive next week very, very fast. So which is why so you can see the price of Solana also continue to rally. Okay, so spot ETF approval could come as soon as next week, somewhere around 6 to 10 of October. Very, very fast. Okay, so you can see how bullish is Q4. Okay, so they could be next Monday to Friday, right, for the approval. But usually when they announce the ETF, there will be a sell-off or sell the news event. So probably this week, Solana can do a run-up. Okay, maybe it could hit all the way up or to hit a new all-time high. And then following by next week, if it gets approved, most likely price might get down again. So that is usually the case every time when there's a approval or the official approval date have been announced. Okay, so sources at 3 separate issuers said that the optimal follows the SEC adoption of generic listing standards for crypto exchange products. Okay, which eliminated the need for individual 19B-4 filings for token-specific funds. Okay, so yeah. So everything is clear. So we know that there is clarity for Solana that they're going to list from 6 to 10. Okay. All right. And then we look at the ETF analyst as well, 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀. Okay. On September 26, right, the issuers have updated Solana ETF prospectus in preparation. So you know already the confirmation is that 6 to 10 October. So now you can see Solana price is starting to rally again. I think this is normal. Once you have the listing, okay, but I think by next week, most likely you will see some sell-off that is coming in for Solana. So for now, it's still bullish. Okay, so this is the latest update. And then, of course, moving on, okay, what's happening right now? So actually today and tomorrow is the event, Token 2049. So for those of you who have been attending, I think today is the first day. Okay, some of you who have already in Singapore right now, attending the event. Okay, so I will see you guys tomorrow for this event. So Token 2049 is one of the largest crypto event. Happens once a year, or probably twice a year. Once a year, most likely will be on Singapore and then in Dubai. Singapore or Dubai. Okay, so like for instance, for today and tomorrow will be Singapore Marina Bay Sands. So for those of you who are in Singapore, okay, I think there are a lot of alpha that's being given out for those speakers for today as well. So we can see, again, for those of you who have already attended day one, okay, a lot of information, a lot of alpha, okay, starting all the way from 9 a.m. all the way to 5. You can see who are the speakers. We have Richard Teng from Binance, okay, Tom Lee from Fundstrat, okay, he is championing for Ethereum to rally to a new all-time high. Then we have Arthur Hayes as well, CEO of Maelstrom. So yeah, I think all those are big names, okay, and then What else you can see here? So many agenda. Okay, talking about crypto. So this is actually a good event for those of you who really want to learn. Okay, all right. So I'll be there tomorrow. So hope to see you guys if you have been attending this event or probably the side events in Singapore. So a lot of information. Okay, latest updates on the crypto market. Okay, especially if you're very detailed into a specific project, like you're doing Airdrop or probably joint venture with other teams, okay, to learn about the technology, whether it's a layer 1, layer 2 project, then it's good for you guys to come and network. Okay, get some exposure, and then, yeah, this is how you advance from here, right? So, yeah, 2 days event, but eventually it's a one whole week event in Singapore together with the side events. Okay, so yeah, hope to see you guys tomorrow. Okay, and then, yeah, moving on next, we're going to see here. Okay, so what's happening now with altcoins, and then of course with Ethereum as well. Okay, so yeah, not surprised that September is a red month. Okay, one of the worst performing month, which is September. Okay, we have seen BNB have hit a new all-time high as well, a leading indicator for the alts for this season. Okay, all right, all thanks to CZ, who has been shilling on Esther for finance. Okay, and then we look here, alt leadership is fragmented. Ethereum struggles to regain traction. Okay, but other coins are gaining momentum. Okay, besides Ethereum. So the real battle is against Bitcoin, no other alts, right? So yeah, if you look here, large caps money returns. This is BNB. I think BNB have hit a new all-time high at 1K, 1,100. Okay, 1,100 plus. So you can see they are really leading the pack for this alt season. So anything to do with Binance Smart Chain ecosystem, any coins are there inside there, most likely to thrive. Okay, so that is the large cap monthly. Okay, and then we look here. Ethereum shows structural weakness against Bitcoin, right? As Bitcoin dominance stabilize in accumulation, adding more pressure. So we see here, right? Is Ethereum losing the battle against BTC? Okay, so far for now, you can see during last month itself, for the past 2 months, we have seen Ethereum starts to reverse against Bitcoin. So now we are already in this crossroad here, whether should Ethereum continue to break higher or should we break down again and continue to retest all these lows, third moment of truth, and then coming back down to this level again. So we do not want that, right? So Q4 is where we want to see Ethereum starts to outperform again against BTC. If not, if it breaks down this level here, fourth moment of truth, then it doesn't look good. Okay, so we want this level to continue to maintain this level of support, consolidate at least, and then continue again this trend towards the upside. Okay, so yeah, we have to take note on all this, right? ETH must stabilize here with support at its prior breakout one, right? That's what it's all about for Ethereum. Okay, so yeah, Q4 very important. Let's see whether Ethereum can maintain or not for this Q4. Then talking about the government shutdown, how severe could this impact the global market as well? Okay, so we have seen, I think this is not the first time that the Republicans have shut down the government. I think this is like second or third time already. So usually whenever there's a shutdown, okay, if you look here, first time since 2018. Okay, US is about to enter a government shutdown. Okay, all right, and what are the things to look at? Okay, so government shutdowns can last for weeks. So today is the first day of shutdown. Okay, so last US government shutdown was 35 days long. That's about 1 month plus. Okay, one whole month or 1 month. Okay, so yeah, you can see during shutdown, many federal functions are suspended. Again, government services, whatever essentials, okay, are usually tend to put on hold. Okay, so yeah, I think they have already shut down on 4 a.m. GMT in US time. Okay, so yeah, usually market will tend to have a correction or pullback. Okay, and then after that, most likely market will continue its rally again. So we can see all those market like S&P 500, okay, S&P 500, Nasdaq, okay. Whenever there's a government shutdown, eventually the market breaks down short-term correction and then continue its trend again towards the upside. Okay, you can see here, however, the S&P 500 has finished higher during every shutdown since 1995. This was 1995, right? So yeah, usually it tends to finish higher. So that is the thing here for this type of government shutdown. So you might see this as a negative impact, but overall, if you look at the bigger perspective, this is actually a good thing for the markets. So government shutdown is already confirmed. Okay, so nothing to worry much. Okay, so even gold also hit a new all-time high. Okay, all right. So yeah, I think this shouldn't be a concern. Say ultimately the shutdown will end with a budget bill with more deficit spending, right? Or as the Fed cuts rates into stagnation, prompting a rush into asset and a search for yield, right? So even I think this month there will be another rate cut of 0.25% by end of this month. Okay, so that could be another bullish month for October. Okay, that would definitely push the price even more higher for those other asset class. Okay, so yeah, I think nothing to worry much. This is just a short-term distraction. Nonetheless, stay locked in, then continue to accumulate if you feel that you're underexposed. Probably this could be the final week or probably next week, okay, before we see another bottom again. Then blue skies ahead for those coins that you are planning to buy, or coins like Ester, coins that have utility, okay, that are heavily shielded by those top leaders or whatever, key opinion leader, KOL, right? So yeah, that's the thing. And then moving on next with Airdrop. So for those of you who have been doing Anoma, you can already claim here, Anoma, claim.anoma.foundation. Okay, right? So yeah, if you have been doing this, then you can claim, you can connect your wallet, and then you can check. Okay, and then you can able to claim directly. Okay, so testnet users are getting 69 tokens. Okay, so yeah, there's some consolation for you. And then next, we're going to see a company from Meteora. So Meteora is actually lending and borrowing as well. On top of that, they allow you to provide liquidity, okay, and of course to trade as well, to hedge. Okay, you can able to provide LP, liquidity provider, okay, in order for you to earn points, in order for you to earn rewards. Okay, so finally, they are going to go live by end of this month, 23rd October. Okay, Meteora could be the biggest drop on Solana, right? So if you have been accumulating points on Meteora by lending and borrowing or providing liquidity in Meteora pool, okay, so you should qualify for this. And then of course, if you are sticking your Jupiter tokens, you also qualify for Meteora. Next, we're gonna see here, all domains drop. Okay, so Checker is live now. So you can able to check. Okay, connect your Solana wallet on season 1 allocation. Okay, then if you farm this project called Eclipse, okay, then you could have a chance to able to claim this airdrop as well. So TGE will be when? October 8th, 1 week from now. Okay, so yeah, connect wallet and then check whether you have qualified for all domains airdrop, right? Next, we're gonna see here. Okay, Hyperliquid also airdrop their NFTs, which is worth about 65,000 each. So if you have been around since day 1 for Hyperliquid, been trading since day 1, okay, and you got the Hyperliquid airdrop as well. So they are also airdropping their NFT. So eligibility was for the top 5,000 points holders from the Genesis program, which is huge. Total about what? 4,600 NFTs went out with 4,313 to Genesis user and the rest reserved for foundation developers and artists. Okay, so yeah, I think Hyperliquid is making a lot of headlines. So they are not only a DEX or perpetual trading platform. You can see who is really challenging them, like Ester. Again, I think CZ is really promoting Ester a lot compared to Hyperliquid, right? So they really want to compete with Hyperliquid. Okay, so you can see what is Hyperliquid doing, very, very huge. Again, you can see the potential as well. And then next, coming in from Hyperlane. So Hyperlane Season 3 rewards. Okay, I think snapshot already taken on 30th of September, which is yesterday. Again, so pre-claim on October 8th. Okay, so if you've been using Hyperlane, okay, route to bridge your tokens since July 1st all the way to September 30th, then I believe you should qualify for this drop. So pre-claim October 8th, which is 1 week from now. Okay, so you just want to take note of all these particular dates if you've been doing hyperlink. Okay, next, okay, coming in from this. Okay, so this is a Web3 type of e-commerce where you can able to shop on any e-commerce website like your Lazada, Shopee, okay, Trip.com, Agoda, where this company tends to reward you for doing that. Okay, so this is Laguna network. Okay, we transform your daily spending into crypto rewards. So what you need to do if you are a frequent spender, so people like Nolela, SPL who wants to buy things on Shopee or Lazada, especially like 10/10 sales coming up, okay, which is on next Friday. So instead of directly going through the app of Shopee or Lazada, what you can do here is that, okay, show you an example here. This is the website Laguna.network. Okay, you can see here, all the platforms are partnering with Laguna. So for Malaysia, if you're in Malaysia, make sure you click Malaysia. So there are many other countries as well. Okay, so it's actually quite interesting. Okay, no one have really or even introduced this platform, but it's really quite good. Okay, so we have a lot here. Okay, we have Adidas Malaysia, Agoda, like Air Asia. Okay, and then what else? A lot. Lazada Malaysia, Malaysian Airlines. Okay, so yeah, like example, I have made a booking flight ticket for trip.com, right? Example here. Okay, so you get to choose what tokens that you want in cashback. So you can see the highest is Tower token. They'll give you cashback up to 14%, 14.58%, which is the 14.58%, which is hotels. So if you book hotel under trip.com, okay, you should be getting somewhere around 14.58% cashback based on the total amount that you spend. Okay, how does this thing work? You can see here, all these are the percentage reward based on each category, right? So international flight, 2.43% only. But if you book hotel, this is the highest, 14.58. Okay, so yeah, if you see here, shop now, right? You click the word shop now. Another thing here, don't use Brave browser because they won't detect. Okay, so you click shop now, it will lead you to their website or to the own trip.com, their own page. So you can able to do a transaction here or make payment for your ticket. So once done, it will track after 1 to 2 days. Okay, so example like this, like I already purchased, right? So you go under here, under wallet. Okay, you go under transaction. Now you can see at trip.com. Okay, 30th, right? So you can see here, this is under AUD, Australian dollar. So I'll get back about 2.43% because I only bought flight ticket. Okay, dynamic. So I believe after 2 days, it will credit to the wallet for you to do withdrawal. So another thing here is that if you use your sign up link or your friend's link, both of you will be getting $5 straight away after successfully purchase of a sale, whether it's a flight ticket, whether it's on Shopee or Lazada. Okay, you are both getting $5 each. So how to start? So you can able to start, okay, by just logging into this. Like Lorela, if you're interested, you can just click the link, and then you can just sign up using your Gmail or Google account. Okay, and then once you set up the account, all you need to do is to just click to any link, whether it's Shopee or Lazada. Okay, so you're going to see here. So example, if you are frequent shopper on Shopee, okay, Shopee Malaysia example. So what you can do, the thing here is to take note on this, the do's and don'ts. Okay, so make sure you shop on the browser of the store. Okay, in-app and gift card purchase may not qualify for cashback. So most of us, I believe, we tend to use the app, like Shopee app or Lazada app. So if you use the app, you won't get the cashback. So you need to use the browser version. So if you are, let's say, using the phone, okay, so let's say Google phone, that means you have to use Google Chrome browser for you to get the cashback reward. For iPhone, you use your Safari browser. So you don't directly go through the app. If you go through the app, you won't get. Okay, then try to remove whatever ad blocker or other extension. Okay, return refunds will not get. Then another thing here is that if you use like discount codes, or if you use your Shopee coins for discount on your item, you won't get your cashback from Laguna, because I already tested and I didn't get. So for trip.com, I didn't use the discount voucher or my trip coins. Yeah, I did not use the trip coins. I get the cashback. So you have to take note, don't use your Shopee coins or whatever Lazada points to discount on your items, because you will not get your cashback. Okay, so make sure when you want to buy something, make sure you just buy according to the amount without the discount code or the gift card or whichever. Because if you look at it, the cashback is pretty much quite high as well. Okay, and then on top of that, with the additional $5 to be given back. Yeah, receive my cashback. Yeah, I already shown you here. Okay, so this is a cashback. So for those of you who have been, let's say, first timer, okay, let's say you make the purchase. Okay, a successful purchase will give you $5 into your wallet here. So after 2 days, this one will be shown here, withdrawal balance. So you can able to transfer to your MetaMask wallet or whatever EVM wallet. Okay, so this is how you start. And then another thing here you can do here is, there's some quests here that you can able to do. Okay, like 𝗧𝗶𝗺𝗀𝘀𝗁𝗍, there's some quests you can be able to complete. Okay, you answer a quiz, and then on Sandbox also have quests. So far, Mocha and Sand have quests at the moment. Okay, only these two. Okay, so that is the thing here about Laguna network. Quite interesting. If you are a frequent shopper, online e-shopper, then this is really worthwhile, you know, to start to use Laguna network. Okay, so like Xiong, Jim, okay, if you're the type of frequent shopper, online e-commerce, then this is the thing that you can able to go for. Okay, like 10/10 sale is coming up, right? So you plan the things that you want to buy, and then you just go to the link, click the link, type in Lazada, whichever. Okay, you go here, and then you choose which cashback you want. So normally people will go for the highest cashback, 7.77%. Okay, you can see from where 7.77 is what? What do they give here? Groceries. You can see all the categories that they showed here for Lazada. Okay, and then if you want to know how to convert this tower token to USDT, very simple. You go back to CoinGecko. Okay, back to CoinGecko, and you see where is this tower token listed here. Where is tower token? Okay, so tower token, what is the price now? Okay, 0.001. Okay, and then listed on which exchange? Now you can see here a lot of well-known exchange: BingX, KuCoin, Bitmart, Radium as well. Airdrop on Base. So you can once you get the token, you can able to convert it into USDT if you want. All right, like KuCoin, Uniswap. Okay, so nothing to worry there. Once you got the token, right, you can able to convert back to USDT. So that is Laguna. So hope you guys can able to start using if you are a frequent shopper. Okay, you get more cashback by using that Laguna.network link. Then, of course, moving on next with CoinMarketCap. So where are we now? Okay, so what to expect for CoinMarketCap? Okay, so BTC is up 117.1 so fast. You can see first day itself. Okay, Ethereum 4.3. Okay, right? Any gainers for today? So you can see already, Zcash also is up 29%, Pump.Fund 21%, SPX is 914.8%. So everything is moving up now, and most of it have already found its bottom very quickly. Then, of course, moving on with the technical side. So if any question, feel free to put in the chat box. Okay, I will answer it later on. So dominance first. So what do we see on dominance? Okay, so dominance now is still retesting on the middle band. Okay, price already closed below the middle band. So short term reversal back, maybe always this level here. 61.23, if not, might see a breakdown again for dominance. Probably maybe to test back here at 4.84. Look at weekly time frame. Where do we see now weekly? Okay, so weekly retesting on the sell zone. Momentum sell, pullback for the entry sell. So you know that the trend channel is actually breaking its trend towards the downside for Bitcoin dominance. Okay, so dominance most likely to be weakened. And if you look on next with Ethereum against Bitcoin, you can see already the setup is most likely to trend higher. Look at money now, you can see price break confirmation above the middle band, pullback. So now it's still maintaining above the middle band, right? So yeah, where are the areas that we need to watch here? 0.02835, okay, for this setup here. Okay, then on the weekly time frame also you can see higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Okay, so trend, you can see this setup, maybe it will come back here again, 0.03406 for Ethereum against Bitcoin. Okay, so yeah, I think overall you can see short term, probably there'll be another pullback. Okay, but I think most likely for Q4, we expect Ethereum to outperform against Bitcoin. Then we move on next with BTC, already 117. You see how fast the recovery. So yeah, I think a lot of areas that we need to take note, especially this level here. This is on the money time frame. So your 119.4, okay, is the re-entry sell there. If you look onto the money time frame, what do we see here? This is the final boss resistance at what price is this? 115.8, right? Or 116. Okay, so it needs to maintain above there for the month. The last month already closed below. Okay, so we're gonna see here. This level also should maintain this type of support 102.2. Look at weekly. Now the weekly time frame, okay, is just hovering above the middle band. So a lot of areas here it needs to break 119.4, and then continuation the trend towards the upside at this level 122.7. Okay, that will be the final level. Okay, for it to continue to breach again. So we see a V-shaped recovery after a dump and then pump back again and recovered back to where it left off since 18 September. Okay. Okay, so already back again at this range. Should we see this level of support to maintain? Very important. Pull back maybe to retest here at 114.4. So consolidate around this range and maybe to retest back at this top, 119.1. Okay, so very bullish. Look at Ethereum. Okay, so if you can see also monthly setup also is trending up. Look at monthly now, momentum, reversal candle is done. Okay, so this could be a retest candle here. Should we see another retest here? This will be around 3758. And then leading up all the way back to this final boss resistance retest at 4625. So probably October might see a massive rally. Okay, what we are seeing now is higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows here. Okay, so this is a very nice higher lows here. And then this is a level of support 4012. Okay, so it already came down with test. Now maintaining this level of support. Next level you want to see here is to break past this level here, 4.5K at the re-entry sell. So far holding very firm. Look at daily now. Needs to break above the middle band, 4342. The 4342 level is a level that you want to break. Okay, and then of course we can see here for if on H4, momentum, pullback, momentum again. So you know that the trend is already trending up. So your 4342 is next and then 4.5. Okay, for if. Okay, then what else here? We're going to look into, I think, a lot of coins that we can be able to see. Look at the Pump.Fund. Okay, what does the? So any altcoins that you want to look at? Get Pump.Fund 0.06739. And then we look here on the money time frame. So Monday, all the way up. Look at weekly also, we can see. Pull back. This is your current support zone. Okay. Look at daily. Okay. So daily also we can see already the trend is trending up. So this will be the next resistance zone, 0.007801. Okay. So yeah, I think you can see on H4 what's happening now. Pump, dump, consolidation, pump again. So next resistance is right here, this level. 0.006785 and then continue up again for possible around here, 0.00758. Okay, so this is a level that you want to see to retest further out for Pump.Fund. Okay, what's next? Then of course we have also a lot here for, let's look at Esther. So Esther now is weakening. I think they have already, the hype is looking set to break down. think it already went up quite high, 2.4, 2.43. Okay. So you want to mark all these levels here. 1.4, look at daily, high highs, high lows, and then this is the support zone that needs to maintain at 1.65. Should we see a breakdown again? 1.339 is next. And then we look at H4, momentum sell, pullback for the entry sell. So this is a sell setup of H4. Might see this level to be taken down again, then continue to retest on this critical support at 1.5, leading up to 1.4. Okay, so after there could be a pullback again, so you have to be very careful that if you're planning to buy. Okay, so all in all, I think overall it's looking bullish for short term. So last one, I'm going to look into 𝗧𝗺. So 𝗧𝗺 also recently just launched. It's a stablecoin company. I think a lot of people made a lot here on the ICO. Okay, pre-market. Okay, they went in earlier. For those of you who invested at least $1 into XPL or 𝗧𝗺, I think they gotten about 9,000 tokens. Okay, 9,000 tokens. Okay, so I think people made money by just putting $1. So the company reward them 7,000 or 9,000 tokens, not mistaken, right? So yeah, this is the resistance 1.62, 1.63. Then look at H4 also, we can see price down descending. So you can see a descending channel is happening now. Your support zone at 93 cents. So middle band will be here, 1.18. So it needs to break above 1.18 to change your direction from sell to buy. Okay, so that's the only thing right now with 𝗧𝗺, because it's a newly launched coin. 25th September, we launched, they go live. So it's about 5-6 days. Again, we just launched, so gotta give it time for it to continue its trend again. Okay, so I think a lot of people are dumping because I think many have already made their money before it goes live.